Hey everybody, Christian here. So what we've got in store for today is a baseline dyno test for my old E46. It's got over 212,000 miles on it right now. It's burning an excessive amount of oil, probably a quart every tank of fuel almost. So pretty soon we're going to be swapping in a junkyard 3-liter with under 100,000 miles on it. So before we do that, we want to get a baseline dyno test to see what the old 2.5 liter is still putting out at 212 plus thousand miles on it. So right now it's totally stock, except for the fact of the factory manifolds have been replaced with some eBay catless headers. Outside of that, a bone stock 325i. The tests will be ran on a excellent Superflow 4-wheel drive dyno. It's going to be kind of comparable, a little bit lower than dyno jet numbers typically, but it'll be interesting to see, that say the least. So our follow-up dyno tests will be ran on the same dyno for the 3-liter engine after I get the swap done. So stay tuned for future videos with the 3-liter swap to see what that puts out. So just to give you a quick walk around of the dyno cell, just to let you know what we're working with here. This is a sound suppressed dyno cell with excellent airflow. We have these vents in the back that run up to the roof to a giant evacuation fan. And then we have our monitor in front of the car and a pretty large squirrel cage fan here to force air into the front of the car to simulate, road driving, so to speak, at least as close as we can get. So this is what we'll be running our before and our after tests on. So it'll be same dyno. The weather, of course, will be changed, but should be comparable enough. Today is for the summer in Arizona, relatively cool day, but it is pretty humid. We've got temperature in the dyno of 80 degrees and 62% humidity. It's been raining today, pretty humid, but we've got a correction factor on the dyno and should make the before and after tests as comparable as you can get for 2 different day dyno tests. So as you can see from our dyno sheet here, we made a little over 150 horsepower, right around 152, and just at 150 pounds of torque, which is pretty close to what I was guessing it would make based on, other similar miles and mods 2.5 liters that I've seen. So will be interesting to see how the 3-liter compares. And speaking of the 3-liter, here's a little preview. This is our junkyard 3-liter that we got that I've started stripping down a little bit just to replace some gaskets, clean some stuff up. I'll give you a few more details on that a little bit later, but hopefully it'll be throwing this thing in the car this weekend and getting it 3-liter software flashed on there and see how it runs. So give a like or subscribe if you enjoy this content, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.